Hello, welcome to NCERT's live phone-in program. My name is Tanvi Khurana and you're watching on PM eVidya channel number 8. All the class 8 students, you're with us, you're watching us and you're enjoying all the subjects, all the topic we have for all of you. This is an English session like I said, and we are going to discuss a poem. A poem from the book Honeydew, and the unit number is 3. The poem is called Macavity, the Mystery Cat. Well, the title is very interesting, so I would definitely like to know what is this poem all about, and we will begin very soon. But before that, I just want to inform you that if you have any queries, you have read this poem, you liked it, you didn't like it, anything about it you want to share your experience, you want to ask any particular question regarding it, then please share it with us on ciet.kishoremanch@gmail.com, or you can also write it down on our YouTube channel, NCERT official. In the live chat box, you can write those questions and submit it to us. Let's meet our expert who will be explaining this poem, and she is Professor Kirti Kapoor. Welcome, ma'am.
Hello, thank you, and good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon to you too, ma'am. Ma'am is from Department of Education and Languages, NCERT, New Delhi. And without wasting any more time, let's begin. So, ma'am, like I said, the title, it's very interesting. So, what exactly is this poem all about?
Poem all about. Okay, first of all, I want to tell the students, please open your books on page 50 and 51. Okay, and this poem is from NCERT's English textbook for class 8, unit 3, and the poem is Macavity the Mystery Cat. You can see it on your screens. Macavity the Mystery Cat. As you have asked me, what is it all about?
Right.
See, this poem is about a cat who is very mysterious. We will come to know about it when we read the poem. Before we begin with the poem, I have a few questions for the students.
Okay.
Now, students, have you observed cats or any pet for that matter? Now, note down, what do you observe about them? You can share it with us also. We would like to receive your answers, or you can note it down in your notebooks. You see, they have, of course, they follow what you tell them, the way you train them, but they behave in their own way.
Absolutely.
Especially cats. One moment they are here and the next moment they are not to be seen.
Yeah.
Right? Now, next question is, do you find anything mysterious or remarkable about cats? You must have observed cats.
Right.
Do they stay at one place? Certainly not.
No.
They're very mysterious creatures. Isn't it?
They keep on moving.
They keep on moving. They have their hiding places. You call them, they may or may not respond to it.
Yeah.
They have their own, way of looking at things and behaving.
Right.
So that is what is all about. This is the background that cats, you can't tame them, really. Okay. You may keep them as a pet, but you can't tame them, and they will do what they want to do. And especially when we look at the title, Macavity the Mystery Cat, there are two words that come to my mind. That is excitement and mystery.
Absolutely.
There is cat, there is a cat, there is mystery. So there has to be some kind of excitement. And of course, when the title says it is mystery, so let us see what the mystery is all about. And now, students, have you opened your books on page 50 and 51? I will read the poem aloud for you, because as you all know that poems are meant to be read aloud. Why? Because they have a rhythm of their own. And this rhythm helps us get the meaning. The way we pause, the kind of pitch that we keep, and our tone, it helps us get the meaning of the poem.
Right.
And also, when I am reading the poem, observe the use of words. Because in a poem, words convey everything.
True.
The way they have been placed. And also, the way they have been placed, they create some kind of rhythm. We may call it rhyme scheme also.
Right.
So while I am reading the poem for you, observe all these things, pay attention to the form and meaning, and also note down
The words.
rhyme scheme of the poem. So shall I start reading the poem for you, students?
Absolutely, ma'am.
It's on your screens also. I will read it. The title, Macavity the Mystery Cat. Macavity is a mystery cat. He is called the Hidden Paw, for he is the master criminal who can defy the law. He is the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying squad's despair. For when they reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. So you see, in the very first stanza, we are told that it is also, sometimes referred to as hidden paw. That means this cat or this person is hidden somewhere. And the police, Scotland Yard, they are famous. They have not been able to catch this cat. And also the flying squad, which, given this duty, have not been able to catch. So that means this cat must be a real smart one. Let's do the second stanza. Macavity, Macavity, there is no one like Macavity. He has broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a fakir stare. And when you reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. So here in this stanza, the poet is telling that, you will not find Macavity anywhere. Okay, he, defies the law of gravity also. You see, as per the law of gravity, we remain on the ground.
Right.
But he can go up, he can come down. And you must have observed the word fakir in this poem.
Yeah.
Fakir here is saint, of course. Sometimes you must have seen these people do some kind of magic. They leave the ground and they are in the air for some time. So the poet is comparing the activities of the cat with the activities of a person who knows little bit of magic. Right, so this much is clear to you.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next stanza. You may seek him in the basement, you may look up in the air, but I tell you, once and once again, Macavity is not there. Macavity is a ginger cat. Ginger cat, it's the color. Brown color cat.
Okay.
See, there are many colors of cats around us, grey, brown, black. Macavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. So here we are getting to know about the personality or the features of the cat.
Of the cat.
Right? And his color is ginger color, light brown, and he's very thin, tall, and at the same time his eyes are sunken. So that means not a very good personality, not a healthy personality. Okay, let's see what happens next. His brow is deeply lined with thought. His head is highly domed. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he is half asleep, he is always wide awake. So he can really befool people. If you think that he is half asleep, actually he is not. He is, observing the things around him. Very attentive, yes. And then immediately he will leave that place and he is no longer there. Right, let us see what happens next. What happens next? Macavity, Macavity, there is no one like Macavity. For he is a fiend in feline shape. Fiend in feline shape. A monster of depravity. You may meet him in a by street. You may see him in the square. But when a crime is discovered, then Macavity is not there. So the poet T.S. Eliot, this poem has been written by T.S. Eliot. He is saying that he is a fiend, devil, in feline shape. Feline is cat, okay, in feline shape. So the poet has used the metaphor of cat to talk about, people who do or commit crime.
Okay.
Right? So I hope the poem is clear to you, and now we are going to discuss a few questions. And as I told you that observing the words, understanding the use of words in a poem is very, very important. I would want you to read the poem again. So students, when you are reading it, read each stanza, right, and annotate it. Annotate means you write down the summary. In any case, this poem has been written in a style which is very close to the prose style. Right? So it is very easy to understand. Well, try to get the meaning of the words from the context of the poem. Because a word can have many meanings. And we must get the meaning which is used by the poet in the context of the poem. Still then, if you don't understand a particular word, you please refer to the dictionary and try to get the meaning which is relevant as per the context of the poem. And then you will understand it. But before you start annotating, read the poem on your own and read it loud and enjoy reading it. And let us now discuss a few activities. I have a few activities for you. I hope you will enjoy doing it. First of all, it is vocabulary. There were a few words which I thought are a little difficult. So, I have written their meanings. You can look at them on your screens. The first one is defy. Defy means disobey. Resist openly. That means you are not going to listen to the person. Once again, this word Scotland Yard, headquarters of the London Police Force. They are known for their good work. Okay. Then flying squad, group of police or soldiers ready to move into action quickly. Therefore, the name has been given flying squad. They are ever ready to move. Next is levitation. You can look at your screens now, it's there. Levitation. Levitation, floating in the air without support. So, that means he has agility in his body. Then fiend, devil. Or we can say rogue. Or we can say enemy or a criminal. Right? Feline, belonging to cat family. And depravity is moral corruption. So therefore the poet says that this fiend, this devil in feline shape, that means in the form of he's comparing this criminal to a cat, using that metaphor, has depravity in the sense he's corrupt. That means he is committing crimes and not a good human being. So I hope these words are clear to you.
Pretty much. The words have been used very, very knowledgeably. As in, there's fakir, and then there's Scotland Yard. So variety of words are there.
Of course, variety of words are there. That's the beauty of a poem.
True.
The way the poet uses the words, that enhances the meaning of the poem. Now students, are you ready for a few more activities? Once again, building vocabulary. list the words. Now this task is for you. You have to list the words from the poem that talk about law or law enforcement. Right? Law enforcement, there are two words in the poem. Scotland Yard, Flying Scot.
Right.
See, they are going to make sure that there is law and order everywhere. But then if we talk about law, there is law for everybody, for all of us. So therefore, you know, the word criminal, crime, depravity words have been used in the poem.
Right.
So therefore, you know, this poem revolves around this idea.
Okay.
There are some more vocabulary activities over here. Now synonyms. There is a word elusive. Can you write the synonyms of the word elusive? I have written for you. It's on your screens. Indefinable, vague, indescribable, mysterious, hard to get hold of. You see, there is a picture of cat on the screens. Hard to get hold of. You know, this mysterious cat is going to run away.
True.
Next one. Mysterious word. Now, do you know the synonyms of mysterious word? You see why we are doing this? Because when you are annotating, you can use any word to describe.
Right.
And also when you are writing your answers, you can use any word. This will help you enhance your vocabulary. Now, once again, I have used the word vague, strange, puzzling, baffling, shadow, mystifying, enigmatic. So many new words we have learned today. And can you see on your screens the tail of the cat?
Yeah.
The cat is gone. You can't catch. Mysterious cat.
Hard to get hold
Hard
of.
to get hold of. Okay. Now we come to a few comprehension questions. A quick read. Just read the first stanza. Take just 30 seconds because we don't have much time. Have you gone through the first stanza? My first question is Macavity a cat really? If not, who can Macavity be?
One of our viewers,
Yeah.
she's actually asking the same question.
Okay.
She's asking and then even answering.
Yeah.
Is Macavity a cat?
Yeah.
I don't think so,
Yeah.
because whatever she has done, he has done, or he is planning to do,
Yes.
doesn't seem like.
Okay, so therefore I told you when I was reading the poem that, you know, the poet has used the metaphor of cat.
Cat.
You see, first of all, for a basic understanding, you may read it as if it's a cat. But when we interpret the poem, the poet has used the metaphor of cat. To talk about a criminal. Right? Let's discuss a few more questions. Now this activity, you can look at your screens, complete the sentences. Again, I am giving you a few seconds to complete it. Have you done it? Shall we discuss?
Sure, ma'am.
Tanvi, would you like to read? And then, you know, I will quickly discuss the answers.
Okay. A master criminal is one who
can defy the law and still not get caught. Right. The next one, you only read it.
Okay, the Scotland Yard is baffled because Macavity always manages to disappear before they reach the scene of the crime.
Yes, they are never able to catch.
It's always mentioned in the poem Macavity is not there.
Yes, it is mentioned in that question is also there. Then the next one is Macavity moves much faster than them. Who are these? Flying Scot.
Right.
They are supposed to be very quick, but Macavity vanishes from there. Now, my next question is, how do you describe Macavity from the poem? He's ginger color, that means brown, thin, very clever, tall, and he's unkempt. His eyes are sunken, right? So write down
the points
related to Macavity. The moment you write down, that will help you describe the poem. Let's move on to the next. I have some true and false activities for you. Now, Tadvi, can we
Quickly do it.
Yes.
Okay. Macavity is not an ordinary cat.
Yes or no?
This is true.
Okay.
Macavity cannot do what a fakir can easily do.
This is false.
This is
Macavity can also
do.
Yeah.
Macavity has supernatural powers.
No.
They're false.
Yeah.
Macavity is well dressed, smart and bright. No.
No.
Macavity is a spy, a trickster and a criminal all rolled in one.
Yes.
Yes,
True.
could be
Is it
possible.
criminal? Yeah, is it possible?
It is.
So we've done this activity also. Now let us discuss, having read the poem, try to guess whether the poet is fond of cats. If so, why does he call Macavity a fiend and monster?
Let's leave this question to the students.
Okay, so I have given hints. Students, can you find out, you know, the first part is swift and quick, therefore the poet has used cat.
Right.
The second part is lawbreaker, therefore the poet calls him devil. And fiend. Okay, let's leave this. Here I come to this question. Which sentence about Macavity has been repeated 4 times in the poem, and why has it been repeated? Think about it.
Absolutely. So students, now that you have seen all the questions which should be discussed, which needs a discussion, so please discuss, talk about it, and tell us what all have you learned about it. Did you like the poem? Did you like the choice of words T.S. Eliot has used? And if anything else is there which comes to your mind while reading the description of the mysterious cat, Macavity, please share it with us. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, for being here.
It's my pleasure. Happy reading, students.
Absolutely. Thank you to all of you for asking those questions and for staying with us throughout. Just the way you have stayed for this session, please stay for the next one as well. We're coming back for a social science session, and the topic is सार्वजनिक सुविधाएं. तो हम वापस आएंगे थोड़ी देर में एक छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद. आप हमारे साथ ही रहिए और देखते रहिए एनसीईआरटी का ऑनलाइन रिसोर्स मटेरियल. नमस्कार.